Welcome back, everybody, once again to another wine time here on a Friday night.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
Hopefully you got your libations. We got our juice.
This is juice, Tropicana.
Once again, it's
Tropicana.
Juice. Welcome back to another week.
Tropicana.
Tropicana.
Mm-hmm.
Tropicana.
But so welcome back to our wine time and with another episode of Your and My Perspective.
There you go.
So
welcome back to the channel, by the way.
Yeah, and if you're new to the channel, this is just something we do, every Friday night, just, picking on topics from our little bucket here and, getting his perspective and my perspective, setting the timer for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and for some reason he always goes over, so...
Mute my mic. You gotta mute my microphone. That's all you gotta do.
I'm about to start.
Tell the moderator to mute my mic. Ooh,
Let's see
what we got.
This is interesting.
Interesting, she says.
So the first question is converting to a different religion for a significant other. So, and go.
Well, that's a tough one. Being the fact that I am not religious myself, I look at it from the perspective of value, right? And so if a religious perspective or if a religion is something that you value and the principles and the pillars of that religion is something that you hold extremely dear and close to who you are as a person, it is part of who you are, and your significant other or your spouse is not of the same religion, and through your dating and courting process and your relationship prior to marriage, that conversation happened and you respect each other's differences in religious perspective and religious viewpoints and values, then I don't see a need. I don't see a need in changing your religion for your significant other.
Yeah. So what happens if, you meet someone, you fall head over heels in love with them, and you're like, but you're not in my religion, and then the other person, I guess decides to convert.
And if that's the case, then I think that as long as that individual finds it in their being, in their person, that they're doing it for their truth and their right reasons, that's why they do it. I think that other individual introducing that belief system is not necessarily the reason why, but could be the motivation as to why they were at least introduced to it, right? But that person who's converting, they're making that choice to convert because they find value in that belief system.
Can I get at least 15 seconds of it?
Dang.
Dang, you talk just too much.
You didn't mute my microphone. Go for it. No, go for it.
We're basically out of time on that one. But I will just say that I basically agree with what you said. If a person is choosing to convert to another person's religion, then as long as that's something that they've, I guess, it comes from something inside of them, and they're choosing to make that decision for their significant other, then hey, go for it. You like it, I love it.
Question number 2.
I'm gonna make sure I take all 2 minutes and 30 seconds of it.
I'm so sorry. Please do. Next time, cut me off, girl. Cut me off. All right, here we go. We are talking about, don't be peeking. I see you peeking. What is the perfect first date? What is the perfect first date?
Oh gosh. See, that's really hard. Because I don't know. I mean, definitely something where at least you are able to get to know the person. So I would say definitely going to the movies is not a good first date because you don't even get to talk because you got to be quiet for an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, at least something where we could do that the second or third date. But at least you can get to know each other. So, oh, you know what? Maybe like dinner on a yacht or something, like, that they in San Francisco, like how they have like the dinner cruises. Something like that is cute, where they have dinner and dancing, and you're able to get to know the person and talk to them. Just something where it's not where you have to be quiet or where like you can't hear the other person. I think something like that, and then maybe taking a walk on the pier if it's not too cold, but then again, in San Francisco, so. But yeah, I think like a little cruise with dinner and dancing and, like a night stroll or something is a pretty good first date. What about you?
Well, I'm going to approach things from a practical perspective. Not saying that yours isn't practical.
It's very practical.
No, it is. I agree with you. I think that a first date is an opportunity for two people to get to know one another. And that's hard to do when you can't hear the person that you're supposed to be getting to know in the conversation, right? I think, going to the club might not be the best idea of a first date, right? Going to a loud bar where you have to scream at the top of your lungs may not be a good first date unless you are somebody who likes to be out in a social environment. You like to be out and you like to drink, and that's your thing. I think that could be a way to connect, right?
And you'd have to have both people that be their thing.
Yeah, and let me say this. Let me say this. I think a perfect first date, we'll stick with the topic. A perfect first date would incorporate opportunities to enjoy each other's interests while also getting a chance to get to know one another. So even if you do go to a movie and you have to be quiet for 2 hours, maybe you take a walk for an hour and a half or 2 hours, right? Because again, you've been cooped up, you've been quiet, you haven't been able to really connect. Now is an opportunity to connect. So even if you do have a movie involved, make some time to actually have a conversation.
All right. So last question. That is.
Ooh, just your reaction.
Dating or marrying? I'm going to have to increase the time for this one. I'm sorry.
No, rules is rules.
I have to go to at least 2:45. Okay.
Rules is rules.
So, dating or marrying someone and you don't get along with their family.
Dang. Go. Wow. That's a hard question. Dating or marrying someone and you don't get... I don't even know how to answer that question.
What would you do in that situation?
Sheesh. Yeah. So, let me say this. I've been hearing about this recently. Okay? I'm not going to say how. I'm not going to say where. But I have been exposed to this issue recently. And it's amazing to me that this is even an issue, right? But I will say this: if you are the person who's not getting along with your spouse's family, you are going to have to do some deep soul searching with you and your significant other, and you're going to have to go deep into that relationship and really find your soul with that person and make sure that you two are not just even, you're not even on the same team. Like, you share the jersey, you share shoes, you share the wristbands, and you're high-fiving each other every opportunity you can. You have to almost think the same and feel the same. Like, you have to communicate non-verbally. I don't know, man. I just think that it's one of those things where you have to be such in connection with one another that you're like, I got you, no matter what. I don't know. That's tough, yo. That is tough.
All right.
Man, let me take a drink to that.
In my perspective, I guess it depends on why you don't get along with the family. Like, if it's something like out of your control, like they don't like me because, you know, I'm black and, you know, because you're Latino, like, we're not going to be able to change that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
And, you know,
True.
That's something that, you know, I think we would have to overcome if we're really trying to be in our relationship.
Yeah.
Either like, look, you love your family. Okay, you're going to have to either keep them at a distance, or you can chill with your family and we're going to have to chill separate. You know, I don't know. If it's, you know, something where like your significant other is just a jerk and like your family doesn't like them for that reasons, like, you know, maybe you have to consider like, apparently we needed more time on this topic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to consider like, okay, well, do they not like him because they're looking out for me? So I guess you'd have to like talk to your family and find out what the issue is and kind of get to, you know, the root of the issue and find out why exactly they don't like your significant other. But
those are good
you
points.
know,
Those are good points. Those are good points.
that's a hard one. So
what y'all think?
Exactly. What's your opinion on that? Could you still date someone, you know, and you didn't necessarily get along with their family? You know, if it's issues like, you know, dealing with race or, you know, status or whatever the case, and they're not liking you for certain things out of your control.
Yeah.
Let us know, you know, if there's any topics you want us to cover in our next wine time and you're on my perspective, and, you know, we'll make it happen.
Yep. So thank you for joining us once again on a Friday night.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Still celebrating her birthday month.
Yep.
Scorpio season is in full effect. Shout out to all the Scorpios.
Yeah.
And she really gets the whole month because her birthday is on the 1st. So it's not like she gets half the month or 3/4 of the month. Like, you really get the whole month.
And I'm going to enjoy the whole month.
Hey, it's
37. 37.
It's yours. There you go. Live it up, girl. Live it up. All right. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. Don't forget, Sunday mornings, tune in to the regular scheduled video. And thank you for being with us. We appreciate it.
All right. Happy Friday.
All right. Peace out, y'all.